Hello, Wee. How are you?
Hello, teacher Alexis.
How are you? How do you feel? I hope you're fine, Wee.
I'm really good. How about you?
Very good, very good, fantastic. So happy to see you one more time. I see you send me your homework, and we're gonna be looking at it. All right. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna check. Allow me 1 second.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm looking on Zalo. So meanwhile, I'm looking for your homework. Can you tell me what did you and I talk in our previous lesson?
Yeah, in our previous lesson, we learned about future perfect and future continuous tense, and then we learned about its forms and its uses. And next, we talk about jobs may appear in the future, and finally, we learn about some ideas about events in the future.
Okay, so amazing. So let me see. Can you tell me two examples of the tenses you previously mentioned? The future you mentioned, and also can you tell me as well? Can you tell me as well as that? Can you tell me how do you think the jobs are gonna be in the future?
Yeah, I think the job in the future may maybe less less than less than nowadays as we I think in the future we don't need to have to do too many things because we have robots to do it instead.
We may have robots doing that for us instead.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Let me ask you something. Can you give me two examples of the future perfect and the future continuous?
Okay. According to what I remember, I can say that future perfect is that the thing may we use that when we want to talk about an activity that may be done in the future, and future continuous is when we talk about an action that may be happening at a particular time in the future.
Can you give me two examples?
Okay.
Two sentences?
Okay. The first is about future perfect tense. I have a sentence that in the future, the job of teacher will have disappeared.
Okay, amazing.
And and future continuous is uh, at 4:30 p.m. Next day, I will be playing tennis with my
Hello, we. Hello. Okay. Can you say it again? It looks like your connectivity was breaking up a little bit.
yeah. Okay, future continuous 10, I can have one more question is that at 4:30 p.m. next day, I will be playing tennis with my parents.
Okay, one more sentence. All right. Very good, way. I love that. You did it pretty well. So now let's get started with your homework. Let me just
Okay,
open up Zalo.
okay.
Okay, just looking at it. Give me a second. Okay, here's your homework. Let me share my screen to you.
Uh,
Let me see. It's always the same. Okay, I think you have it in your computer, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, I can see it here, but I know the letter is tiny and I click in it and it's not working. I'm not able to zoom pretty much the picture. What I will do in this case, I will gonna ask you to read it from your computer if you have it there, and obviously I
Oh,
can see it here. But in your case, I'm sure that you may not be able to see it well because the size of the letters that is being displayed on my computer to yours.
okay, okay.
So can you read it for me? Let me check what you did.
Okay, the first, I have made two paragraphs, and I will read the first one.
Okay, amazing.
I think that by 2050, the job of housewife will have disappeared as all the housework will be done by robots.
Oh
And
my God.
one more new job in will be doing is learning and inventing new kinds of robots that will help us with all our homework. I know housework.
Well, homework. If we find a robot that can do that, that'll be fine.
Yeah.
But in fact, we are the ones who need to do that. Okay, let's
Okay.
continue.
Okay, the next paragraph is about 45 years later, people will be able to live on deserts with the special house invented by scientists. That kinds of house will change the temperature of the air when it gets into the house. To have the ability to live on deserts, we will need a new item that could help us take the water from the deep inside in the earth. But if we don't have an extremely unique kind of clothes that can keep cool air inside and prevent hot air from outside, we cannot go out. Moreover, this unusual clothes will be matched with a latest kind of umbrella that will keep you from the burning sunlight on the desert.
Wow, it seems to be something. It seems to be something that is already in progress.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think there are. If you look at this, um, let me just give you an example. An example. Um, if you look at some bathtub, when you are in the bathroom in your bathtub, there are some bathtubs that you have the possibility to graduate, all right, the temperature
Yeah.
inside. Imagine something that is maybe on the desert. I, I think it's easier to do something like that compared to other kind of experiments. I'm not saying that maybe it's too later for 2000. I'm not saying that it's too later, 40 within 45 years. But what I'm saying that given the nature of this right invention, given the nature of this invention, so I think this is something that probably in less time, but or maybe in 45 years, one's never know. But I think it's something easy.
Yeah. With I just like
But it still
uh
is a good idea, all right?
yeah.
I don't want you to think that it's not a good idea. It's a great idea. It's a super amazing, great idea. You did a nice job.
I think that the item that take the water from the deep inside the earth will take 45 years, but the house just take about 10 years or
Yeah,
55 years,
yeah,
15
being
years.
honest, yeah. And maybe who knows, maybe less because technology is going so quick.
Yeah.
We thank you so much for that part. So now we are going to continue with the lesson.
Okay.
Give me a second, real quick. Okay, can you see me?
Okay, I can see you now.
Okay, so let's continue. So as I was saying to you, now we're gonna cover the next lesson. Vision of the future. We
Sorry,
are
can you say it again?
okay. Can you see it?
No, I just see your yellow.
Okay, let me see one more time. Can you see it?
Okay, okay, I see it now.
Okay, amazing. So look at there. Let me ask you something. Our today's topic is visions of the future. Visions of the future. Let me ask you something. What is your vision? What is your vision of the future?
Uh, the first one I can think about is that of course that people life will become much better, but we don't know anything. As now I have heard a news that I don't know if it's real, but I think in the future, yeah, that's just fake news. Yeah,
Say it again one more time.
yeah. In short, I can say that in the future, the life of people will become much better.
Okay. You mentioned that in the future, the life of people is gonna be much better than now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe it's going to be more advanced. So many inventions will come up. So now let's
Yeah.
get started with our lesson visions of the future. So look at this way. I want you to look at this picture. All right.
Yeah.
This picture they show visions of the future, maybe 50 years from now. Look at this. Something similar to what you and I were talking
Yeah.
a few minutes ago. And my question for you is, which one do you think is the most likely to come true? Look at there, we have some pictures over here, and I would like you to give me the reasons.
Yeah, I think that the first picture is most likely to come true as this I think just in my opinion to invent a waiter robot is not too difficult as now we have the robots to do to do something inside a factory and to invent a new kind of robot is not really hard and the reason that I think sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just looking for something. I'm listening to you. I'm gonna show you something meanwhile you're talking. I will show you
Okay.
something here in my screen.
Okay.
No, you can continue talking. You can continue.
Okay. 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 The reason that make I think the picture two is may not become possible. As now any life except any life in the universe except Earth, and to have a device or a means of transport that can help us to go to another planet and like have communication with other kinds of people, maybe aliens,
Oh
is not
wow.
available. And the final picture is the least possibility to happen in the future, as I think in the future we may find some a lot of like to prevent us from being extinction by mm, disaster. Yeah.
Disaster. So look at something. I really agree. I totally agree with what you are telling me, because in fact, this kind of invention, not only in the future, but actual, actually at this time during this current times, we have robots. Obviously, they are not as sophisticated as this we can see there. But I'm gonna show you something right here.
Okay, okay.
Do let me know if you can see this. Can you see this?
Yeah, okay, I can see it.
I hope it works fine. Look at this. Give me 1 second. I hope it works fine for me.
Okay.
Sell online and grow your business with Wix e-commerce. Create a beautiful storefront for your brand by customizing product pages, galleries, cart, and checkout.
Look at this. Bionic bar. Look at this. Can you see it, Wade?
Yeah,
Are you listening?
yeah, I'm listening. So,
Look at this. Okay.
okay.
I want to ask you, what's your opinion? No, as I said before, it was not maybe as sophisticated as the other ones look. I'm talking to you about back in 2015. Back in 2015. Since 2015, when I used to work in a cruise line, before I used to work in a cruise line, all right, in a cruise ship. Then I was supposed to be in this one, but I couldn't join because I decided to start a master degree, all right, in my city.
Yeah.
So they launched this robots, this ship, all right, that was quantum overseas.
Uh-huh.
That was quantum overseas, and then this ship actually they have a bartender, a robot bartender.
Wow.
Obviously it's not a robot like it's not like a cyborg or maybe like a human being. Obviously if you see it only looks an arm, however, but it's a robot too. What I'm saying
Yeah.
by this is not like the other ones we can see in the picture, but it shows that the technology is going too fast.
Yeah.
And we're talking about 6 years ago, or almost 6 years ago, or maybe more.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So now let's continue.
Okay.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, but it's not too clear.
Okay, what about now? Can you see it?
Maybe about my connection. I will try it.
Let me see something.
Oh.
Okay, so look at here,
Okay.
so let's go to exercise number 2. Look at this way. Let me see how can I, okay. So we are going to read the test, and in your opinion, okay, whose prediction is? Listen carefully the audio. I hope you can see the letters. I know the letters are not too big, but I hope you can see this properly. Listen carefully to the information is gonna be said on the audio file. Wait, let me ask you something. Are you hearing a bag? Are you hearing a noise around me?
No.
Okay, I just wanted to know.
Okay, okay.
It's because in our neighbor is building something.
Okay.
You know, I was feeling worried about that.
But and my neighbor is singing karaoke too.
Your neighbor is?
They are singing karaoke.
Oh, okay, but I'm not listening anything. But I was worried,
Okay.
you know, because I don't want you to feel uncomfortable in the class. You know, this is
Okay, okay.
something that seldom happens, but you know, we are working from home. I usually work in a quiet space in which I know I'm not going to be interrupted.
Yeah.
Lesson 5E.
Okay, listen carefully.
Okay.
Exercise 2.
Okay,
50 years on.
50 years on.
Sir David King, scientific advisor to the British government.
If we don't reduce carbon emissions, the Earth will become warmer. Polar ice will melt and the oceans will rise. Cities like London and New York will disappear under the water. By 2100, Antarctica could be the only continent that is suitable for human life. The rest of the world will be too hot.
Francis Collins, geneticist.
50 years from now, millions of people will live past the age of 100 and remain healthy. This will happen because we'll be able to study each person's genetic code and find the best way to treat illnesses in that individual. In about 50 years' time, the most important question for our society might not be how long can humans live, but how long do we want to live?
J. Richard Gott, physicist.
During the next 50 years, our planet might suffer a catastrophe. Humans could disappear, just like the dinosaurs and hundreds of other species. The best way to make humans safe from extinction is to start a colony on Mars. This is not a prediction, but a hope. Will we be smart enough to do it?
Ellen Heber Katz, biologist.
I believe that soon we will be able to repair the human body in the same way that we can replace damaged parts of a car or a washing machine. 5 years from now, we will be able to grow new fingers, and a few years after that, new arms and legs. Within 50 years, replacing your whole body will be normal.
Peter Norvig,
like
director of research at
like
Google.
alligators.
Today, people all over the world have access to billions of pages of text on the internet. At the moment, they use search engines to find information, but 50 years from now, people will simply discuss their needs with their computer, and the computer will make suggestions and provide usable information, not just a list of links.
Eric Horvitz, principal researcher at Microsoft Research.
Okay.
In 50 years' time, computers will be much more intelligent than today, and this will change people's lives. Computers will help people work, learn, plan, and decide. They will help people from different countries to understand each other by automatically translating from one language to another. Intelligent computers will work as scientists and will start to make important discoveries on their own.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think you already listened to all that. So now what we are going to do is the following. Okay. Let me ask you something. Which one is most optimistic? Which one is the scariest and which one is the most likely to come true? I would like you to listen I would like to listen your opinion.
In my opinion, I think that paragraph B and D are the most optimistic, as they are
Optimistic?
quite as they are quite similar in some ways. Uh,
That's right.
two of them is sad about that. Like how can we like extend our life, and yeah, and I think they have thing about feeling of people who don't want to live too long. Yeah.
And let me ask you something. Which one is the scariest?
To me, the scariest is the number C. Is paragraph C.
Paragraph
Like
C?
yeah. Mm, the most scariest
Oh, wow.
not
Yeah.
the scariest the scariest one is not in my opinion it's not catastrophe, but it's about living on Mars, as I think Mars is not really suitable for life as us at Earth. um now we now today we cannot find any way to like grow trees on Mars or like have oxygen to breathe. Yeah.
Something, now that you talk about that, let me ask you something. This is something that I want to share with you. I know it's not part of the content of the class. However,
Okay.
there is any close, slightly a relation with what we are talking about, all right? So look
Okay.
at
Okay.
this. So let's talk about NASA, all right?
Uh-huh.
NASA. So, you know, the NASA is trying to explore other countries, other galaxies, to go to the several space, all right?
Uh-huh.
So,
Okay.
and let me ask you something. Do you know, did you know the implications, all right? Do you
Uh-huh.
know the implications that it has for an aerial space project? Do you know how much does it cost in order for astronaut go to the several space
No.
and explore some other countries?
No.
It costs an eye from the face.
Wow.
It is expensive that you can even support a whole country or continent.
Wow.
And now that you say, well, a whole country, I'll not say continent, but I say even a country, at you know, at certain point, that's just an expression I'm saying. Let me tell you this. The matter, the matter is that in order for a mission to go to the several space, explore other planet, all right? So it
Uh-huh.
costs a lot of money. So, and you look at this. If people think about global warming, people think about how they can grow their economies and protect the environment. I wouldn't, I'm sure that all of these catastrophes that we can see happens all across the world, we were less exposed to all of these catastrophes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my opinion and I'm gonna tell you my whys. I will tell you my whys and my
Mhm.
reasons. Look at this. The first reason is that let's talk about sustainable economy, sustainable development. So, you know, now we are living times of industrialization, which means countries are becoming more industrialized, meaning that the cities are becoming bigger cities. The cities are becoming smarter. The consumption of petrol, all right,
Yeah.
destroys the layers of the earth. All right, energy is being
Uh-huh.
released. Energy is being released from the bottom to our surface, ground surface. As a result, you have natural phenomena. If you see the atmosphere is being disrupted due to the gases that carbon gases, all right, that are being released, all right, and breaking the atmosphere, all right,
Yeah.
and then the layers of the earth are being affected, then therefore it produces a global warming. So that's why we have tornadoes, we have hurricanes, we have so many other things more than ever. I'm not saying that we may not have them, but what I'm saying is that we are less probable having all of these natural phenomena, by protecting our natural environment. If we invest more in our nature, I'm sure that many of these diseases, many of these natural phenomena are supposed to happen. And if they invent, for example, let's talk about something, forest fire. Have you ever heard about a forest fire?
Frost fire?
Yeah,
No.
which means, for example, I don't know if you heard about South America, a fire that occurs in South America in the Amazons.
No, I haven't heard about that.
You have ever heard it, right? So something that happens, a catastrophe that happens in the Philippines, that pretty much a forest was burning on fire.
Oh.
It happens in South America. France send like water helicopters, helicopters with water tanks, enormous, huge water tanks, right, to water and extinguish the fire, to catch on the fire, to extinguish the fire. And it covers around 3 countries. And one of the lands, all right, one of the lands of the earth is the Amazon, which means, in other words, the human being is the only destroyer and the responsible of planet Earth.
Yeah, of course.
Then what I want you to get is, if what is being spent, all right, trying to explore other planets is spent trying to carry this world, we would have been living a better life. We would have a better life in our planet. You get my point? So we wouldn't have so many diseases. We wouldn't have so many natural phenomena. We wouldn't have so many poverty in the world. So many. And I am saying this to you because maybe I imagine you may wonder, Teacher Alexis, but why do you think that? The thing is that one of the potential reasons is because people, all right, especially scientists, they want to know some other opportunities to live in. Okay, if this planet is not working fine for us, if we're not going to survive, are we going to find another planet in which we can live well with no problems and limitation? As you said, Mars is not suitable for us to live. Will there be any other planet in which we can live without problems? And that is the question.
Yeah.
So let's continue.
Okay.
Number 3, the most likely to come true.
I think, of course, it's A. Yeah, it's A. As we can see now, the air and the well, the ice in oh, I forgot how to say it.
Antarctica?
Yes, that's right.
Antarctica?
It's Antarctica. The ice in Antarctica is
Antarctica. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Uh, the ice there is being melted really quickly, and as you can see, the height of water, yeah, is increasing, and moreover, the the climate on the earth is changed unexpectedly. We can,
Uh,
like in my country, we don't know what weather will be next in next day.
you mean like maybe if a tsunami, if a tsunami occurs, are you referring to a tsunami or global warming?
I'm talking about global warming.
Global warming, which means the weather changes drastically,
Yeah,
even that is unbearable. Now, maybe let me see, what's the weather like in your country?
yeah. It's like in the morning, it's really hot, and the sun is like it's really hot. But in the afternoon, it's rain. Suddenly, it suddenly rain. We don't know, and but in the evening, the temperatures become like quite cold.
Okay, it's French, right? So let me ask you something. It's quite cold, all right. And what's the weather like in Vietnam? How many degrees? How many centigrades?
Mm, well, I think it's about in the north of Vietnam. It's about let me see 40. 40
Wow,
is the maximum.
the maximum
And
40.
yeah, and in my area, the max is about just 35.
35. Oh, here
Yeah.
now. Let me see. I'm gonna look for this. Let me see here. I'm gonna Google this information. Okay.
Okay. I don't know if it's true, if it is true, but my grandfather said like that.
Let me see. And it works like that. It works fine when you look online because it's a satellite.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Here right now it's 25 degrees centigrades.
Yeah, because now it's in the evening. It's really cold.
Here is morning time. Here's morning time. And it is 25, which is pretty cool. It's a nice weather like that. But sometimes the maximum I seen is 30, 34, 35. It depends when it is sometimes it is minus 0.
Wow.
It's minus 0. It's freezing. You cannot even even you have gloves or snow gloves, you feel like wow, you cannot even support. You feel like you feel as if it's going to break your bones.
I haven't suffered that before, but I think it's really terrible.
Yeah, it's very cold. I'm telling you, you see the snow all around here. You see the snow. Wow,
Wow.
it's terrible. Sometimes people remove the snow with a shovel.
Yeah.
Let's get started. All right, reading a strategy. All right, reading a strategy. When you're looking for a specific information in a test, reading reading the first sentence of a paragraph often tells you what the whole paragraph is about. What do you think about that?
I think this strategy is may work in some cases,
In some
but
cases.
yeah, But when I try to find some specific information in a text, I usually yeah, like well, just read it. I just read it.
Yeah, because look at this. Maybe I really agree with your opinion. I totally agree with your opinion. I can tell you that the thing is that usually, when you read something, a test, maybe you read the first sentence, it may give you a general idea and you can predict. Because of the first one, you can predict the rest of the test. You may have let's say a imagery, meaning you may have an idea of what is gonna say next, all right, in the test. However, that information can change, or you can find another thing that is not what you're thinking just because of the first sentence, because you haven't read before the test. You know what I mean? Maybe you see
Yeah,
the first part and you say, okay, teacher Alexis is a doctor. And then later in the test, you come across, but teacher Alexis is not a doctor. Now teacher Alexis or Alexis, all right? Alexis is a doctor. Okay, you already read that Alexis is a doctor. However, but you know what? Now Alexis become a police officer or an
yeah,
engineer. And then
yeah,
it totally changes what you're thinking just because of the first sentence. What I'm saying is that it has to do with predictions. Sometimes you read the first sentence and you can say, okay, the topic is talking about medicines. The topic is about tourism. The topic is talking about baseball. The topic is talking about, the test is talking about sports. You know what I mean? It's kind of, you
yeah,
can track what is the nature of the topic. All right.
yeah.
But it may
Okay.
change. I really agree with your perspective.
Yeah.
So look at this. We let me see, what time is it? So I think mm, okay, still a few minutes left. So look at this way. So as we already read this exam strategy, so now we are going to
Mhm.
match the paragraph A with predictions. There are some two extra predictions that you do not need. All right, there are
Okay.
around, I think there are two predictions that you are not going to need then. All right, or it's only one.
Yeah.
I think it's only one. All right, you're not gonna
Okay.
need it. So let me see. Do you think you may need some time to organize your ideas, or you can do it right away all at once?
Uh, Wait a minute. I need 1 minute.
Okay, I'm gonna
I
give
will tell
you.
you when I'm ready.
Okay, just let me know.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. Would you mind if I take some water?
Yeah. You.
Thank you. This is gonna be real quick. Let me just go to the fridge and pick some and take some water. I'm
Okay.
thir
Okay.
I'm thirsty. I'm coming back while you are doing
Yeah. Okay.
this.
Okay. Okay.
I'm back. Wait.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
ready. So,
Can you see me? Oh no.
no.
Can you see me? Okay.
Okay,
Thank
I
you
can see
for.
you.
Okay. So let me see. Now,
Okay.
you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Let's see. Number one. Okay. Number one, we will be able to choose how long our own life is. What matches with this one?
Of course, it is B.
Wow, that's amazing. So would you like to know how long your life is gonna take? How it's gonna be?
No.
We wouldn't like, oh my God. So we would like our life to be forever.
Yeah.
All right. So number two, we will be communicating directly with search engines. Let me see. We will be communicating directly with search engines as if they were people.
I think that the best one is E.
Okay. Number three, we will use computers to help us talk to people who do not speak our languages.
I think it's F.
Okay. We will be able to get any new body parts we need.
It's D.
Okay, so maybe we're gonna be like alligators, all right, that our fingers are going to grow like that, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm just
Or
kidding.
or become a cyborg.
Or becoming a cyber, all right. So one's never know.
Yeah.
But if it happens, you know, there are many people that have physical limitations that they may be able to reestablish their bodies.
Yeah.
So let's see. Number five, we will develop a new technology that will make the human race extinct.
I think this is the extra predictions that I do not need.
Okay, let me see. Number six, some humans have gone to live on another planet.
I think it's C.
Do you know Elon Musk, the owner of Tesla?
No, I think I have heard about Tesla,
Yeah,
but I
he-
haven't
he's
heard
the
about
richest, he's right now the richest man of the world.
Oh,
He's even richer than some countries. Look at this, one single person, all right, one physical person, a single person that is richer than many countries. You know what it means?
yeah. Okay.
Something incredible. All right, so number seven, we will have made contact with life in other parts of the galaxy.
I think that this is the another unnecessary predictions.
We won't be living in most of the areas we inhabit now.
It's A.
Okay, so I think we have covered this part. We're gonna stop it right here. I would like to ask you, but to wrap up, I would like to ask you the following. What have we learned today in this class?
Yeah, today in our class we talk about some predictions, and then we talk about like life in the future, or the things may happen in future, like will the human life better or become worse. And finally we talk about something like how to look for specific information in a text.
Okay, so look at this. What I want you to do, I'm gonna give you this as a homework. Look at this. So let me see. Okay, this one here. So no, that's fine. I'm not gonna give you this. I think it's better if I assign you something, because the activity we are having as a homework is something that we can do in the class. What if I give you to create your own predictions about something that might happen in the future according to your perspective? Let me write it to you here, homework.
Okay. Okay.
So it can be anything you think, all right? As you did in the
Okay.
previous class.
Okay.
Create your
can we change our like schedules from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Next Saturday.
7 p.m. to, yeah, that's fine. 7 p.m. to 8, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, as my teacher suddenly changed the schedule of my extra class.
Oh, no problem, no problem. We can do it 7 p.m. to 8, right?
No, 8 p.m. to 9, yeah.
8 p.m. to 9, that's fine, no problem.
Okay.
Okay, look at this. Make your own prediction about something that something that will happen. So about something you think may happen. That's the homework. Wait, thank you so much for being active in the class. I wish you in and see you next class.
Yeah, see you next class and have a
Goodbye,
good day.
Wayne. You too.
See
Thank
ya.
you. Bye.